Greetings, this is Peter Morgan from Morgan Heritage, yeah, and we're on the tour bus, you know. This is the life on the road. Throughout this process here, preparing this meal, you're gonna have Gramps participate, Mr. Mojo will come in, and today we're making brown rice and salmon with some sweet peas in there and a little coconut milk, you know, to give it that island flavor. So we're gonna start with some of our seasons. We have our seasons here already, with onions and tomatoes, garlic, and we got coconut milk. We love our coconut milk, and we can either use the coconut oil. So sorry, not coconut milk. Coconut oil, flaxseed oil, or hemp seed oil, right? And then we have our, black pepper. We have sea salt. We have vinegar. We use to clean the fish before we prepare it, and a little garlic salt, but I don't think we're gonna use this today. But we just have it, and we have water, we have coconut. This is the coconut milk. We got this prepared to give a little island flavor to the thing. Cause in Jamaica we love to use coconut milk and coconut this, coconut that. Got a lot of trees, coconut trees on the island. So yeah, we're gonna get it started. This is the brown rice. It's already going. Brown rice takes a minute, so while we're doing the fish, we'll have that going. We always have a rice cooker. Once you put that on, you can put it on when you just get up in the morning, and your rice just cook and it just sits there and keeps warm. And we have a skillet. This is like the lifesaver on the tour. You can prepare anything in this. Anything you want. You want fish. Some of the band members, they like to eat chicken. They do brown stew chicken. Anything you want. The skillet, we swear by the skillet. See? So let's get it started.
We're cooking it up. The bus invaders. But I'm in Chicago, so I ordered from Lou Malignati's, just a small, because I can't be in Chicago without trying the pizza. And me and my nephew Spanky, Peter's son, we're working with Stan's Donuts, local. The Buck area, this is the Buck area. But what we're doing today is gonna show you how we cook it up from scratch. How we survive on the road, on tour. Hope I ain't got no donuts on my face. Yeah, keep it sexy for the ladies. But it's not easy living healthy on tour. So this episode, you're gonna see Morgan Heritage cooking the Lung Sung Dung in Chicago.
We try to cook as much as we can on the road. We don't get to do it every day because depending on how long the drives are, or the city we get in and how long the sound check is gonna be and this and that. But if we get in early enough, we throw on a pot, and we're not the only ones that cook. Our musicians cook as well, because most times people out of Jamaica, pretty much everyone knows how to cook a decent meal, so yeah, so the garlic is ready. We got the salmon prepped up. Now let me show you this here. Because we got so much people on tour, we got the salmon prepped, but instead of everyone fighting over a piece of salmon, we're gonna mince this up, and make it look more than it is. So then, people won't have to fight over, oh, I want that piece or I want that piece. It all looks the same, because some pieces are bigger than some. So this is already, it's gonna be minced up in a minute. You'll see that. We're gonna set on the coconut oil in a minute and start sauteing the vegetables.
What we're gonna do, we know that tomatoes are acidic. So I was telling my brother Peter, but what we want to do is get the onions first. And get the onions nice and you call it sweating down the onions. Did we watch the cooking channel enough, so?
I'm gonna do this for you, bro.
Oh, this is tour bus cooking. This is tour bus cooking, But there's nothing as nice as coconut oil, man. Good for your skin.
Need more onion energy.
Have you, my brother, man. Have you. Oh, garlic is good for high blood pressure. It's good for flavoring. It's good for many things. So we like to use a lot of garlic. Check it out. Well, cook for about 12 people, you know. But sometimes people want different recipes. Sometimes somebody may wake up and say, I just want some cornflakes, or we stop on the road and eat at a restaurant, or, you know. But sometimes, a lot of time, at dinner time, everybody likes to eat out of one pot, one vibe, you know. So we go on the stage, it's an energy, you know. It's like we all ate the same thing. Instead of one guy had pizza, the other guy had fried chicken, the other guy had tilapia. But that way, you're sure that it's a one vibe, you know. And like I said, it's even good for your it's good for your skin as well. Coconut oil is good for your hair. So we try to, even though it's the road, we try to eat as healthy as possible. And if you notice Peter's rice that he's cooking, it's not just regular rice, it's brown rice. And brown rice is very, very good for you. It's more nutritious. You know what I mean. So now we just gotta let it sit and let it sweat down. And one of the things with cooking with a pot like this, as to a gas stove, there's nothing like cooking on a gas stove because you have that forced heat. So cooking on this, you can't put too much food in at once because the pot will get too cold, because this doesn't get too hot. It's only about 1500 watts, you know. So you have to work with what you got. So we're just gonna let it take its time and do its thing. We added some more tomatoes because Peter wants some more tomatoes. He's like, yo, tomatoes good for the blood. Only if they're organic. But yeah, we still got the tomatoes going, and just sweating them down so you get the flavor. And then we add a little bit of that raw sugar. And raw sugar does kind of get a little, you know, yeah, sugar makes everything goes down better, you know. And yeah, man, it's something else with cooking down onions, because sometimes some people like them raw. I've seen people in the South, in Alabama, eat raw onions, and then you see some people like to sweat them down. I like to sweat them down because it pulls out the flavor. And then you gotta, the onions contain a lot of water, so you really have to make it just do its thing and sweat down, let it sweat down. So I'm about to add a little bit of coconut milk right now and get it right. And then we're gonna add in the salmon and the peas. And we call that the Morgan Heritage Tour Special. Remember when we was on a European tour and Peter just kept on making it and it kept on smelling up the whole hotel. And the people at the front desk would be like, "You can't cook in here!" Ain't Joppy?
Yes, sir.
Yeah. Oh, it's true. Oh, it's true. So if you can see now, if you get close in there, you see at one time it seemed like it was a lot of onions, but now you see it shrinking down, and, you know, look at that black pepper, you know. Preferably, we'd like to use
Cayenne pepper.
cayenne pepper.
You should have got that. That's
Or
Scotch bonnet.
Scotch bonnet.
I got sauce.
But in the meantime, you got my own Scotch bonnet sauce right here. So there it is, Morgan Farms Scotch bonnet. So we're gonna add a little bit, because everybody in Jamaica will love pepper. And Peter loves pepper.
Almost everybody.
Mojo don't like pepper,
Yeah,
so we're not gonna add too much. So we'll leave it so you can, you know, add it after.
More onion.
All right.
Onion's good, man. And the thing is, this is not the bitter onions. This is the sweet onions. So.
And now that's the coconut milk. So when they hear Morgan Heritage on stage say coconut milk, it's not a joke. It's not a play thing. Get me one of those kind of coconut milks up there.
That's his specialty. Coconut milk is his specialty.
Because me personally, I think we need some more coconut milk. Big up Celebes, you know, it's a Filipino brand. We love it. Now, if you know, coconut milk doesn't come as sweet, so you have to add sugar to it. Yes, sir. So more coconut milk by Celebes. So right now you're just really preparing a bath, and then we're gonna add the little fishes in there. Peter likes to cover things and make them simmer.
Yes.
I don't know why.
Sweaty toes.
So don't move a muscle. Well, I'll make it go and simmer. I'll do another booze up now. And even if somebody mash out, and we're leaving some of the water because the water that you have in, that it comes in is a little sweet. So this is going to bring a lot of sweetness to it as well. Let's see how that looks. Yeah. And then next up we're going to do, we're going to let this sit, marinate a little bit more. Peter likes to put on the cover. And remember, cooking in a tour bus, you're only working with about 1,000 watts. So those who know about you cook on an electric stove, it's not a lot of power. So you don't want to add too much food, cook too much food at once, because you're not getting that. It's not a gas stove. But next, don't move the muscle, stay tuned. This is already pre-cooked and it's ready to be added.
Got some different spots.
Yeah, man. So better let it simmer. It's nothing like when you're cooking, you don't want to rush your pot. So that 1,000 watts started to get some power. When food starts to cook and the temperature starts to change, the food begins to soften and begins to get the temperature of the pot. So therefore, you have to turn down the fire because the food is now cooking. It's no longer cold. There's a lot of science. I don't know if you guys have watched the Food Network. There's a lot of science in cooking. A lot. So now we're going to add a couple pieces of salmon. So these were cooked earlier just to save some time. But it's just a regular searing the salmon. And we're just going to place them in. Just to pre-cook them. So when we pre-cook them, you kind of beat the time and then let the heat of the salmon, the heat of the pot, cook the salmon through. So your salmon's not too dry. You don't like dry salmon. I don't. Yes, I remember, brother. I remember. And we're just going to put them in here and let them heat up. And that piece right there is from Mojo because he wants his whole. It's just greedy. I'm going to taste it one more time. And if you notice, it's a plastic spoon. Yes, this is plastic. Incredible. Incredible. Mr. Mojo?
You want a real spoon, sir?
No, we're good with the plastic because this is a tour life.
You good with the plastic, sir?
We're good with the plastic. We got to keep it real. This is, you know, this is what you do on a tour bus. You get plastic spoons from the venue.
We do have our cooking spoon.
But we got our cooking spoon.
Have the cooking spoon.
But we got to let
I'm a
y'all
master
see.
chef when the tools have to be right.
We got to let y'all see the roughness and the toughness of the road. So we're going to let this simmer. Don't move a muscle. It's cooking down. It's all about Morgan Heritage right on the tour bus. We're in Chicago, man, cooking it down. Boom. Okay, so as you can see, we chopped it up some more. So it kind of acquired the heat of the rest of the pot. So it's cooking down very lovely. Now, just minutes ago, right here on the Morgan Heritage bus, Mr. Mojo passed and saw the lovely dish. He's going into sound check. He's going to check his percussion rig. He saw how delicious it looks. And if you notice, early on we said, he doesn't want his in. Guess what, ladies and gentlemen? He said it looks good. He wants his the same way. So he's joining the gang. He's joining the gang. So we're going to throw Mr. Mojo's piece in there. Just like that. We're going to put him right here in the corner. Just right here. And just keep him just... He has to do what the rest of the guys were doing. So they're going to he's going to catch the temperature of the rest of the pot. And then this thing is almost ready to land. In Jamaica, we say the boat is going to land. So that means the pot is almost finished. So we're going to cover this up. I'm going to cover this up some more. And then I'll break it up just in a few minutes. And then this thing is ready to dock in the bay. Yeah, well, the boat has landed. Do you see the steam? Oh my God, look at the onions. Remember when those onions were hard and stiff? Look at that gravy. So you know what's in there. That's a coconut milk in there. Oh, just look at it. Look at it. The Morgan Heritage Special, it's called. Now, many of you, I know there's a lot of chefs online and YouTube. Do not steal this recipe. Yeah? It tastes delicious. And don't forget, for those who are afraid of pepper, we won't put it in now, but many people is going to want, if you guys stay for the rest of the show, people are going to want some Scotch bonnet pepper, because we love pepper in the Caribbean, you know? And Peter has just landed with the rice.
Rice is ready.
You guys see what's going on with him
So
over
it's
here.
counting down. We're at 0. You know, we love this rice cooker here. It does its justice. So here we are.
Brown rice, look at that.
Brown rice.
Deliciousness.
Already. Musicians are going to be happy today.
Oh, yeah, man.
Yeah?
Get your spoons.
Okay.
Oh, yeah, you see how great. So, see the difference in whole grain, how shelly it is? It's like loose change. You see how it's moving? Yeah,
There you go.
man.
That's the rice.
Yeah.
And I'm going to let Gramps handle the fish.
Yes, man. Peter, he did a great job on the rice. I wasn't here when he started, but look at just look at the consistency of it. You see that? It's not like, because people make rice sometimes and it comes out mushy, but Peter, he nailed it.
We're good with the rice.
So here we go. Look at this. If you notice, chunks of salmon. Chunks
Oh, Lord.
of salmon.
Oh,
Look at this.
Lord.
Look at this. And this is fresh salmon. And the peas. So you get a little bit of your vegetables, your tomatoes, your onions. There's garlic in here.
Lord, look at that plate.
Oh, Lord.
Look at that plate.
I gotta get some
Oh,
more salmon
Lord.
in there.
Oh,
Incredible.
Lord.
The juice, the coconut juice is incredible. Oh,
My Lord, go easy with that, my king.
oh. That translation for that, Peter said I'm taking too much. So,
Yeah.
there you have it. The Morgan Heritage Tour Special. It's incredible on flavor. It is incredible on texture. The brown rice, salmon, onion, garlic, green peas, and tomatoes. This is the Morgan Heritage Special. Don't forget, make sure y'all go get the brand new Morgan Heritage
There
album.
you go, bro.
Yes, sir.
Sample.
Make sure you get the brand new
Come on, Mo,
Morgan
you gotta
Heritage
get it this
album.
taste. We all
It's
gonna
called
taste it together.
AVRAKEDABRA. Go on iTunes now, Amazon, Pandora, Spotify, Google Play Store. I'm about to taste this. Make sure y'all follow us on Twitter.
This is
too.
the AVRAKEDABRA World Tour
Special.
dish. Special.
Oh God. This is my brother.
Pass
This
on, pass on.
is.
My turn, my turn.
Make sure y'all follow us.
Pass the Dutch up on the left.
Instagram at Morgan Heritage as well.
It's beautiful. Mojo, your turn.
Isn't that incredible?
Pass the Dutch up on the left hand.
So much fresher, huh?
Oh, Lord.
Hallelujah. Woo!
We are good. It's beautiful. Morgan Heritage, thank you all for tuning in.
Yes, sir.
Our new album is AVRAKEDABRA.
Yes, sir.
Make sure you get it. You know, we on tour. Check the website, morganheritagemusic.com, and you'll find out when we'll come to our city near you. See him? Oh, Lord. Excuse me. This food is beautiful.
We love it. Yes, from Jamaica, Morgan Heritage Tour Bus to the world. We love you. AVRAKEDABRA. Remember, it's cool to be conscious. We'll see you soon. Thank you.